Okay, now I'm going to go over questions that should have been asked. Well, one of them is, what kind of hair should I be using on my natural looking hair extensions? Well, like I said, I've tried about every kind of hair out there, and the hair that I prefer is called hand-tied bohemi hair. Basically, with hair extensions, in my opinion, there are two different types of hair. There's hand-tied and there's machine-tied. Now this varies, all different brands and pricing and things like that. The machine tied is a little bit thicker, where the hand tied is a little bit of a finer strand, and I find that it's softer to the touch and lays a little bit flatter to the head, which is perfect for rows. A lot of people will say, well, what about machine tied? Machine tied is a little bit coarser and tends to shed a little bit more. So the only time that I maybe will recommend machine tied is if somebody has really coarse hair and they have to buy multiple bags of hair. Sometimes that machine tied hair, it just gives it that fuller look. But remember, it's going to shed a little bit more. So I prefer the hand tied hair in the Bohemi brand. Another one of my should have asked questions is, how often do I need to wash and style and maintain my natural looking hair extensions? So a lot of people think that, blow drying their extensions, it's going to take hours and hours and hours to style and everything. Well, without my extensions, I find that I'm washing and styling my hair every single day. With the natural looking hair extensions, with the placement and how I do them, I find that you can usually go 2 to 3 days, which in the weekly basis ends up saving you time because you're not styling and washing as often. Another one of my should have asked questions is, are these extensions going to be damaging on my hair? Well, in my opinion, that's like asking, is bleaching my hair really going to be good on my hair? We all know it's a little bit damaging over time to bleach our hair. Same with hair extensions. I've done about 8 to 10 different methods, and I found that with every method, over time, it's going to be a little bit damaging on your hair. I find with the natural beaded rose, it's the least invasive and the least damaging on your hair. I think one of the reasons that these are not very damaging on your hair compared to other methods is that it's key to maintain them every 6 to 8 weeks. In my opinion, if somebody tells you you can go up to 3 to 4 months before having tightened, that's when you're going to see the most damage, and it's never a good idea. So I recommend make sure you have them maintained every 6 to 8 weeks to avoid any breakage or any damage. So another one of my should have asked questions is, how do I know what color of hair to buy and what kind of hair? Well, this is something we'll probably go over in our initial consultation. I'll kind of ask you about your hair texture and then decide on the hair color and everything else that we'll need. I find that if I can't find the exact match, a lot of times what I'll do with my clients is I'll color their hair and the extension hair. Many extension companies will recommend that you don't color the extensions, but I found that it's fine, and it actually helps make it look more natural and get it to blend. So a lot of my clients will ask me in booking their first appointment, can you color my hair and the extensions just to make sure that it matches 100%. The other reason why I like coloring their hair and the extensions together is, one of my complaints is a lot of people will purchase hair that matches their hair, but we all know that color fades over time. So if your hair color fades and then your extension color doesn't fade, it's a dead giveaway that you have hair extensions. So in coloring the two together, kind of creating that package deal, I find that that's also what makes them look more natural and blend better. Okay, so my last should have asked question is, where do I go get my hair for my natural looking hair extensions? Well, unlike most stylists, I do not mark my hair up. I have you deal directly with my local distributors. So what I'll do in our initial conversation is I'll talk to you about your hair, and I'll place the order for your hair. You will then pay for your hair, and you will also pick it up. This saves you money over the long period of time, and you get a nicer quality of hair.